Mathematics 3. Estimate and measure the mass of objects using standard units, grams. Q2 Week 1, Day 3. At the end of the lesson, the learner should be able to estimate and measure the mass of objects using standard unit, grams, using appropriate tools. Assessment 1. Write the letter corresponding to your estimate of the mass of the given object. Assessment 2. Write the mass of the given objects in grams. What is the symbol for gram? The symbol for gram is G. There should be a space between 5 and G when writing, like this, 5 grams. What tool can we use to measure the mass of an object in grams? We can use a mechanical weighing scale, analog, to measure the mass of an object in grams. Put a heavy object, more than 900 grams, on the pan, and let the learners observe what happens. The needle did move past the 900 grams because the object we placed on the pan is heavier than 900 grams. So, we need to use a weighing scale which can measure heavier objects. This is a mechanical weighing scale, analog, which is commonly used to measure heavy objects. Kilograms are used to measure the mass of heavier objects, and kilogram is the symbol for kilogram. The red numbers marked along the dial represent kilograms. Read aloud and point to the numbers on the scale from 1 kilogram to 4 kilogram. This is called a pan, and it is where you place the object you want to measure. To measure an object's mass in kilograms, you place it in the pan on top of the scale. Make sure that the needle is pointing at 0 before measuring. Show a notebook to the learners. Do you think the mass of the notebook is less than 1 kilogram or more than 1 kilogram? The notebook is less than 1 kilogram. How many notebooks do you think are equal to 1 kilogram? Show a book and a notebook. Which one is heavier, a book or a notebook? How many books do you think will weigh up to 1 kilogram? Guide the learners on how to read the mass on the scale. If the needle is not pointing to a whole number, record the nearest whole number to the actual mass. This will help them develop estimation skills and accurately report measurements. For example, If the scale reads 3¾ kilograms, record it as about 4 kilograms. Write the result on the board. Bag 1 weighs about 4 kilogram. What standard unit of measure did we study today? We studied about kilogram as a standard unit of measure. What is the symbol for kilogram? The symbol for kilogram is kg. There should be a space between 5 and kg when writing, like this. 5 kilogram. What tool can we use to measure the mass of an object in kilograms? We can use a mechanical weighing scale, analog, to measure the mass of an object in kilograms. How do we estimate the mass of an object in kilograms? We can estimate the mass in kilograms by comparing it to objects with known masses in kilograms based on your experience.